Hello everyone and welcome to the next episode of Let's Talk About. Today we're going to cover an amazing manhwa that I spent the last month reading. The God of Highschool. The author of this legendary piece of literature is Youngji Park, and the manhwa first arrived on April 8th, 2011, and the final chapter arrived on October 28th, 2022, and 5 spin-offs arriving ever since. The last spin-off, which is going to be the last chapter from the series, arrived last Friday on December 2nd, 2022. The manhwa has 565 chapters and, like I mentioned, 5 spin-offs, and it's covering everything from comedy to drama to a little bit of romance with a lot of action and as much moments as the readers want that might make them cry or laugh too. Now, the series has a manhwa, a light novel from April 2nd, 2015 to July 28th, 2016, 2 mobile games in 2015 and 2016, and an anime with run from July 6th, 2020 to September 28th, 2020. The anime was made by Studio Mappa and has 13 episodes, but sadly the anime was not the thing that the manhwa fans expected. It has a lot of flaws with way too much cut content from it. It was more fitting for that anime to be a YouTube fighting videos, and yeah, the fighting in the anime, they were amazing, but that is about it. I have not played the mobile games yet, but I might give them a try at some point to see what they're all about. Now, the setting of the manhwa follows a group of teenagers, Morijin, Dae-han, and Mirayu, and a lot more background characters. God of Highschool has 6 volumes with 20 arcs, and like I mentioned earlier, 565 chapters. Now about the chapters, the series follows our main character, like I said before, Morijin, Dae-han, and Mirayu. Morijin is an energetic character with way too much energy and spirit. Before the story started, he has never lost before. From 299 battles, 297 were wins, and 2 of them were ties, and 0 losses. And from that, a strange blonde man stops him and gives him an invitation for a martial arts tournament with a winning prize of whatever their wish is. It will come true. Now, warning, spoilers ahead. With the warning out of the way, let's dive into the amazing story of that masterpiece. Like I said, the manhwa started with the executives giving invitation to the tournament, the God of Highschool, or GOH for short, to high schoolers from all over the world for first regional level and then national, in order to get 3 representatives from every country for the world tournament, with variety of different martial arts, starting from taekwondo to karate to box to street fight to sword fight, and so many more. The main cast of characters are hesitating to join the tournament, but for one reason or another, they're joining the fighting competition, which you will see if you start reading the manhwa. And as the tournament goes on, Mori meets variety of different fighters with different fighting styles. Martial arts aside, participants fight by using something called borrowed powers, super mystical energy provided by supernatural creatures, gods, demons, mythical creatures and historical heroes. Hence the name Borrowed Powers. In the opening round, Mori meets two martial arts prodigies, full contact karate expert Dawei Han and moonlight sword style master Mirayu. These two will befriend Mori after their fights with him and will become teamed together as a Korean team after the preliminary rounds. As the series go on, they will face people with ill intentions for destroying the world as we know it, one way or another, and the three friends will face them with the help of a lot of background characters, even in different dimensions, finding new powers and stronger bad guys, gods, and more. Now, let's cover the pros and cons of the manhwa. The way the way of drawing of the author makes you animate the moments you read and see on the page in your head. I personally really like the storytelling and world building of Young T Park, and I've seen a lot of people disliking the way Morigin mantra being do whatever you want, which later on makes more and more sense why deep inside him he is thinking that way. Other thing is the ability of the author to write an actually good female character, which is surprisingly rare nowadays. Two gags running from the start of the manhwa to the end. To the manhwa shifting perspectives from mindless action manhwa with not that much of a story to focusing to the story and fighting at the same time, to throwing curveballs that readers don't expect. Now, some things I didn't really like, which are not that much actually. Which one of the only things being that some parts felt a bit too long, in my opinion. Something else being the executives not feeling that powerful as they should at the beginning, and the other thing being some backstories of characters not put correctly at the beginning. But those are about it that I can remember. Now, should you read The God of Highschool? Oh yes, yes you should. It's one of my favorite webtoons out there. It flaws, but for the story, fighting, and characters it provides, it definitely worth your time. It's definitely not everyone's cup of tea. To another topic, I will highly recommend reading it first and then watching the anime, because as you might heard already, the hate the anime receives is kinda on point, to be honest. And yeah, I know it's an adaptation, but they got way too much from the story and not explained the characters too well. But the redeeming quality being the fights, which once again being with differences from the main source and not explained too well. Now, that's gonna be for today. Thank you for watching this episode. Don't forget to subscribe for more and like the video if you like it, or dislike if you didn't like it. And the most important thing, put your suggestions in the comment for me to cover in the future. And if you have already read God of Highschool, don't be shy and share your thoughts on the topic, what you liked and what you disliked in the manhwa. Now, thank you for watching everyone. I'll see you next time, and until then, don't forget, have fun!